Hey YouTube, Enigma Seeker here. Alright, I want to present to you guys something a little different. You know, a lot of you know I've been investigating the mystery boom phenomenon in USNs, and that my hypothesis is that UFOs could be causing some of that, so I've been documenting that on my channel. But as someone considering being a MUFON investigator, I need to actually take a MUFON case file and, do some, investigate it. So, I stumbled upon YouTuber UFO VN 2012's little report here of a possible UFO sighting in a picture. So I'm just gonna play this for you and I'll go more in depth.
This oval-shaped object hovered over the beach for 2 minutes or so, and then took off north of Marquette. I was on the beach watching the waves. This region is well known for some observations. Some are approached in a different field. I felt weak after seeing this comment because I don't understand. I am flabbergasted. The object had an oval shape. It continued to hover in the south, then north at high speed. I have never seen anything excel so quickly in my life.
And that's pretty much it. This YouTuber doesn't really go into depth in explaining, what's the context of this picture, and that is very important when it comes to pictures. Videos, maybe not as much, but context is always important for an investigator. And so this is MUFON case file 73076. I'm not going to give you the name of this person. They actually wish to remain anonymous, but I was able to track them down. They weren't very happy about that. But I'm just going to give you my take on this as someone, considering being a MUFON investigator. So, first thing I would look at is the description. And I notice there's not much of a description. This is like, for an amazing picture, this is not much. So that kind of makes me think, okay, maybe this person is really not into UFOs. So let's just kind of read the comment, the statement a little bit more. So, it says, I was on the beach checking the waves out. The person doesn't explain why. Well, I did some digging in. Found who they were, and they're into photography. So, red light comes up, and that tells me, Photoshop anyone? And then I, keep on reading. So this area is well known for some sightings, but some have come close to this in another area. Now, when I see that sentence, that doesn't quite make sense when I was looking at this person's Facebook. It doesn't fit, because when this person posted the picture, they weren't even aware that there was a UFO in it. They're not giving me any hints that there was. I also was thinking that this person may have photoshopped it, but there's no evidence to show this person is really into Photoshop and exaggerating, or just, trying to show their skills in Photoshop, and I don't see that. I will give you a hint. This person, is a teenager, and it's a he. That's all I'm going to give you. So, when it comes to UFOs, I've noticed, on average, guys tend to BS stuff more so than women. And could be just some social reasons for that. Okay, so the person continues to say, I felt shaky after I saw the comment because I was confused. Now, I'm guessing this is a comment on Facebook or Twitter. And he was confused and flabbergasted. So that makes sense, I guess. The object was an oval shape and continued to hover in the south direction that moved north at high velocity speed. Never seen anything excel so fast in my life. Now, when I see this, when he posted the picture, there was no reference that there was even a UFO in it. He didn't even notice it until someone pointed it out. But it's possible, after he took the picture, that the UFO zipped by and he saw something. So he's just kind of, maybe exaggerating a little bit here, saying, oh, there's been other sightings around the area, and went to the south direction. So I think there's some truth to this, based on the context of what I was looking at. I'm not going to leave you a link to this person's, Facebook or any social media, okay? They wish to remain anonymous, and I'm going to give them the option, to make their own video maybe and present it to the public. So now I'm going to go to... this is maybe what this person was encountering. When he saw this, he's like, oh my goodness gracious, there's a lot of information, and you don't need to fill all this stuff out, okay? The main thing is, what's important is description and attachments, okay? Video is the best, pictures are also in the context. You know, tell whether you are skilled in Photoshop or, you know, you're into photography, and it plays a factor in the trust level. So here is the picture, and I've actually been here. This is the Marquette Lighthouse, and he's correct to say he took this picture around 3 o'clock after school, and when we zoom in, there it is. So this is pretty too good to be true kind of picture, and that's what Darren Crapo was saying on his channel. He thought this was just too good to be true, but maybe these UFOs know that we have that attitude when it comes to certain pictures, so they intentionally are posing for, you know, certain people. So this UFO may have intentionally appeared because of the type of camera this person had. It's not an iPhone. It's probably some kind of Nikon camera. He didn't specify. And it's in the right direction. This is facing kind of southwest, around the 3 o'clock time, 3:30 time. And it's the right season. Leaves are down. It's conifer trees. So this is definitely, you know, Marquette, Michigan. And now I'm going to go into more of the pixelization. So let's zoom in. As someone who, you know, I know how to use some basic Photoshop and, you know, some of the basic tools, and you guys probably do as well, and, you know, point this out if I'm wrong, but I'm just going to zoom in and see exactly the design of this craft. Alright, now right away what I notice is it doesn't look like if this person photoshopped it, it doesn't look like they used the magnetic select tool. It would have been a very crisp look if they did. It would have been, you know, just a cut and paste pretty much, and an overlay on the layers. Instead, I see a flaring in the pixels right here, you know, this kind of outlining, and right here, different hues in the pixels in different colors. And under here, this is the shadow, and this other line right here is also a shadow. And it's not windows. I really highly doubt that. And what's also makes me think this is not Photoshop is that it's not symmetric. So people kind of, if you look at, you know, flying saucer pictures on Google Images, you notice a lot of them tend to be symmetric. People just naturally like that kind of design. But this doesn't have that, which makes me think this is, you know, a real UFO in that it has the ability to morph into an orb or some other shape. And we see a lot of that where people say, oh, I saw an orb, or I saw a cylindrical shape, or a flying saucer, which all these hints are giving to the idea that they have the ability to morph. So the pixels here doesn't look like, unless the person took the time to do this pixel by pixel and, you know, change the hues on the outside of the craft. So I don't get that feeling because I also see that same pattern with the trees. And I also compare with the UFO over Cedar Rapids that some of you might know. It's this video right here. You can take a look at that, and here's the original link that I just stumbled upon when I was looking for an internship downtown. And let's just zoom in here. I thought this could just be a bird, or it could be a helicopter. It doesn't fit the characteristics. I thought it could be, you know, a seagull, but it doesn't have any white color. So here it is. So this is over Cedar Rapids, and again, it's not symmetric, and it has this flaring out right here, like it's being morphed, or maybe this person caught it at high speeds. And it has that property of, like, it has the ability to morph again, and you can see the hue changes. It's, you know, not a direct selection. It doesn't look like it's just copy and paste. So that's what makes me think that this UFO that this person caught is most likely real. And the main reason for that is the context and looking at the pixels and comparing. So yeah, let me know what you think, and yeah, and let us know if you've seen a UFO. You know, make sure you post it in MUFON. But when you post in MUFON, you don't. If you can fill this out, that's nice. But main thing is description and attachments. Okay, make sure you double check if it even works on MUFON. Go to, you know, UFO Stalker, find your report, and see its attachment even opens up. I'll also make a part 2 video on this, giving you a little bit more of my thoughts and present to you some videos that kind of show this idea that UFOs have the ability to morph.